Oh boy, this doesn't look good. Let's see what he's done this time.
Wall Street bets know stocks only go up, but for the rest of us, stocks go up, and when they're up, it's great. It's easy to feel confident in your trading skills when the entire market is breaking new highs, all thanks to traders like you. But in reality, no matter the general market direction, some stocks might be up and some might be down. Not all stocks are the same. They're not on the same path or the same timeline, especially stocks with a lot of volatility or new and emerging sectors. When stocks turn red, emotions tend to take over. And when emotions take over, it's easy to think you're making the right decision to sell. Or you might be feeling depressed by your decision to buy those stocks. And unless you need the money for essential bills or food or to start a business, chances are you're going to leave a lot of money on the table if you sell on red days. I like to buy more stocks when they're down, especially if I can lower my average cost per share. These are my 5 tips for navigating red days in the market. Number 1, I only buy stocks that I believe in long term. As long as you buy stocks that you want to hold for a very long time, your risk is minimized. The longer you hold the stock, the less risky it becomes. I see a lot of people buying stocks they know nothing about in hopes of a quick gain, especially penny stocks. If you're chasing stocks to become a millionaire overnight with your paltry $5,000, you're going to lose your money and never make $1 million. If you take your $5,000 and put it into sectors that are growing, going to grow, or already established, and that you have full faith and confidence that your money is going to grow with that company, you'll be a millionaire eventually. If all you want to do is turn money into more money, then learn how to trade options. Which brings me to number 2. Don't trade options without paper trading or willing to take the loss. As soon as you buy an options contract, you lose your money. That money goes into the contract seller's account, and they use it for whatever they want. What you're left with is a contract that could be worth something tomorrow or not. Options value can go to zero just as fast as it can go to the moon. A lot of the time, options can go to the moon in seconds and crash to $1 with no bid even faster. You will lose your money when buying options. That's guaranteed. As soon as you buy that contract, that money goes into somebody else's pocket. Number 3, don't sell. You only have unrealized losses until you sell. If you were shopping at a store and a manager suddenly cut the prices of everything, would you say, "No, the prices are too cheap. I want to wait till the price recovers and gets more expensive before I buy. I think I'll come back when they raise the prices." There has to be something wrong with all of these products because they cut the prices across the board. Fuck that risk. No, that doesn't make any sense. Red days means everything is on sale. Number 4, stop gambling money you need. What's the difference between gambling in a casino and gambling in stocks? In stocks, you have more control. You have more choices. You have better odds. Don't destroy those odds by blindly throwing money into random YOLO plays if your needs can't take the loss of that money. Number 5, most importantly, pullbacks are a healthy and normal event. Stocks go up, stocks go down. There is no in between. People act like the world is ending when a stock pulls back 10 to 20% after running up 50%. That's regression. If looking at your stocks every day makes you want to sell when you see some slight pullbacks, well, my friend, you're in the wrong game. You're over leveraged like me, or you used money you need for something else. In conclusion, it's not a loss if you learn something, and it's not much of a gain if you didn't learn something. I learned more from losing $50 in January on an option than I did turning $1,000 into $30,000 in March. That initial $50 loss is one of the many reasons I made money over the next several months. It's important to control your budget, which I sometimes have a problem doing because there's so many stocks that I want, but I'm working on it. Kind of. I like to think I am. I'm cognizant of my flaws, let's just put it that way. But I'm prepared for my worst case scenario. And the money in my investment accounts is money I could use, but I don't need. Except for that roof money I YOLO'd. I definitely need that. We could all always use more money. But I have bigger plans than just trading stocks my whole life. It's not about the money. There's other businesses I want to start, and that all requires startup money. When those opportunities present themselves, that's when I'll trim a small portion of my portfolio to seed those companies. It all depends on what your investment goals are, what your investment horizon is, and what your risk tolerance is. I have a very high tolerance for risk. I'm willing to bet my money on the long game. And if I have to hold a bag for a couple of years, I'll hold it. But that's okay because I'm only buying stocks that I want to hold. I don't plan on selling most of my stocks for 10, 20 years unless some of those other business opportunities present themselves.